Hey, what's up, Crouton Cult? It's armpit salad. Now, we are back for another live commentary on a bunch of clips that I put together that I'm seeing for the first time. So yeah, I remember them happening because I was on live, but then again, I was on live, so I don't remember exactly what's going to be shown. But I can tell you this, we are going to be watching the build of this beautiful machine right here. This is my version of the Landspeeder X34, which I'm calling the Landspeeder X43. Now, let's get to the video. If you like this video, actually, before we get into it, give a like, please. It helps a lot. Comment, subscribe if you want to see more of these things. Especially if you want to see how my brain works when it comes to these builds, because I'm always thinking of functionality and how to make the most out of a build. This one right here was too big, as you can tell. It was way too big. It would get stuck on stuff. It was fun to drive still, but it just got stuck on everything. Hills especially, because of how long it was. Now, I don't want my channel to crash like this prototype 3.3 because of my personality, so please allow me to give you a disclaimer or leave a disclaimer. If my personality is a little too much at times, please forgive me for that. I can't help it. It's legitimate. I can't help it. It just pops up. So yeah, let me allow me to apologize in advance, because sometimes I ramble and I forget that I'm doing that. That's why I do these live commentaries. It's easier this way. I'm not thinking about what I'm saying. Well, I'm not scripted, I mean. So after we saw that crash and burn and we got that out of the way, thank you very much for watching this video. As you can see, we have a Landspeeder. This is Landspeeder prototype 3.3. And it is not the right thing, because Landspeeders don't fly. Landspeeders hover. So I got this one absolutely wrong. I realized this later on, but it still flies nice. I can't complain about it. This one did have an issue with some crossed channels for the thrusters. So I set it down. I knew that it was wrong and I had to go build the right one for y'all. And trust me, you're gonna love it. There it is. This is Landspeeder X43 prototype 3.4. And may I tell you that it's an absolute joy to just drive around it. There is a grill in the front that's allowing us to take a lot of this stuff down easier. So yes, just like any other vehicle, but this one being even more fun, it farms. And when you see the secondary farming way, or the secondary way to farm, which is that right there, which I now call the axe swing, this thing is basically a floating axe. And I'm going to go and build a floating axe for y'all later. Right now I can't though, because I'm stuck on a tree stump. But when it's not getting stuck on tree stumps, it's such a joy to just drive around it. Now, I was on live when I saw this drop here, so I drove over there, or hovered over there, because I wanted to show y'all the functionality of this thing. First off, there's a mini fridge. Yeah, when you need snackies, or you just have a little rumbly in your tumbly, there you go. Is it really a mini fridge? It's not a mini fridge, it's a small dresser. But we're calling it a mini fridge because Epic has failed to give us a mini fridge. Epic, get on it, buddy. Lego, get on it, buddy. We need a mini fridge. Now here's the best part. Yeah, that's a bed right there. This can be set as your spawn point, or your respawn point. And there are 6 containers with 6 slots of storage, meaning 36 slots of inventory that you can fill up and keep yourself empty and ready to pick up more material. So at this point I realized that I was going to need more thrusters because it was dragging on the bottom a little bit, and I forgot to set that last thruster at the left. Watch, give it a second. And this is where I realized it's going to be an issue, because I don't double check my work. We're going to hop out, fix it. Obviously, it's supposed to be on channel 1. Channel 1 is my forward thrusters. The way I set mine is Y on Xbox. Y is my forward thruster, B is right, and then A is left. And like I was saying, the reason I added the bottom thruster is it just helped with less drag, or with the drag that the vehicle was encountering. Now when it turns, when it bursts forward, it's freaking sweet, and it glides though. That's the only thing that isn't replicated. It does glide, and I can't get it to do anything other than that, because if you add more weight, it drags too much and it won't go over terrain. And then there's another reason why we don't want it to have too much weight. We want it to have that bit of float. As you can see there, I was using it as the axe. That's the special move that this vehicle has. It's called the axe turn, or the axe swing. It just takes out trees. But to get to the point that I was making before, sorry, there goes that just sporadic brain gargle regurgitation. My brain just goes, hey, talk about this. Here's what I wanted to mention. Since it has a bit of float, it doesn't drag, it goes uphill. This is why it is freaking awesome. It goes uphill. No tires. It does get stuck on trees like this. It's like we're having a hoedown. You'll get a line and I'll get a pole, baby. You'll get a line and I'll get a pole, dear. Oh, you'll get a line and I'll get a pole, and we'll go fishing on the crocodile hole, honey, baby, child. I just realized I posted the same video twice, but you're not going to notice it because of the magic of editing. And we're floating. We are gliding down. Self-landing? You can't really say it's self-landing because it's not meant to be flying. Flying? It's not meant to be flown. Now, here's a nice little treat. We magically landed on prototype 3.1. That's an ugly little son of a gun, but it's cool because I was just there trying to figure out the fundamentals of the build. I wanted to find out how the mechanics are going to work, like the weight distribution and stuff, you know what I mean? So that wasn't a lost cause. That actually led us to a lot of progress. Here, I don't like the fact that the physics of the game is saying you can get stuck inside of the rock, but you can't get out of the rock. Please fix that, Epic. That's crazy. So here we were saying goodbye to Prototype 3.1. Thanks for all the help, my dude. You really helped us figure this build out. And as we were taking off, I wanted to show off, so I ghost raided the whip. Ghost ride the whip. If that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. Here we just keep clipping stuff. We're hitting everything and its grandparents. We're just farming though, my dudes. Look at us. Can you not tell me that this doesn't look like fun? Do you see how I'm just like drifting around, grabbing stuff? Oh man. Oh, now we're humping a rock. Bow, bow, bow. Ah, baby. No, I'm not gonna keep going. Anyway, so this is pretty much the build. I cannot explain how much I love driving this around. I thought I liked driving around in the treasures or the treasure hearse. This thing, by all means, takes over every single slot in my heart. I am so glad I figured this out because I'm going to be building this in my survival mode. Look at this. Boop. Oh, sorry, Cal. Move out of the way, butter. Do I gotta start singing some Ludacris? Ba-bow, 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 ba-bow. No, we're not gonna. We're just farming a little bit here. I was just messing around with the build. What more can I say? Can you not? I don't even want to talk anymore. I just want to stare at this thing and watch it move. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, once again, just leave a like. It would really help out the channel. And if you want to see a video on how I actually built this step by step with all the weights so you don't have to do any of the guesswork, just leave a comment. 5 comments just saying bring the video, post a video to mentioning the build video, and I'll bring it to you guys, because this thing took hours to build, but when you have all the proper pieces, it'll take about maybe 30 minutes. And now that I remember how I built it, I can just take it back into creative and deconstruct it. But I remember how I did it. So that's pretty much it. I really appreciate y'all helping the channel grow. The last video on the pod racer got 1,000 views. It's actually more than 1,000, so I seriously appreciate that. It means that the things that I'm coming up with are being valued by y'all, and that's all I really wanted to do, is bring my creativity to this space. So I appreciate all of you crunchy croutons, and I really hope that you, if you build this, you enjoy the time and effort I took into making it so that it's as fun to maneuver as possible. And as you can tell, the last clips are just of me taking it around. I spent, I think, about 40 minutes on live just driving it. just playing with it. And the best part is that saying just playing with it, with what it resembles, makes it funnier. I just want to put my hand around it anyway. Look, you made it to the end of the video, and I appreciate that. Look at you. Victory Royale. GG and Elemental P, my dude. Have a good one.